What if the moon had never existed? No glowing full moons, no peaceful tides, no lunar eclipses. Sounds small, right? But the truth is, Earth and life as we know it would be completely different. Get ready to explore a world without the moon and discover just how much we depend on it. Chapter 1. The Birth of a Moon. Let's go all the way back to the very beginning of Earth's story. Scientists believe that about 4.5 billion years ago, something massive happened. A planet-sized object called Theia, about the size of Mars, crashed into the young Earth. This collision was violent and powerful. It sent a huge amount of rock, dust, and molten material flying into space. Over time, that floating debris started to come together because of gravity. Bit by bit, it clumped up and formed a giant ball in the sky, our moon. Sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, right? But this is the most widely accepted scientific explanation for how the moon came to be. It wasn't just a lucky accident, it was a major event that helped shape the future of our entire planet. Now imagine this. What if that giant impact never happened? What if Theia missed? No crash, no debris flying into orbit, no moon. That tiny change in early history would have made our Earth a very, very different place. Without the moon, Earth wouldn't be the stable home we know today. It might have been a planet full of wild weather, unstable seasons, and maybe no humans at all. Why? Because the moon does a lot more than just light up the night sky. It calms down Earth's movement, helps keep our planet's tilt steady, and plays a huge role in making Earth a good place for life to grow and survive. So, if the moon never formed, Earth might have spun faster, had no regular seasons, and maybe even flipped over on its side at some point. This is where the story truly begins, with one giant impact, a swirl of space dust, and the birth of the moon. But without that moment, the Earth we know would never exist, and that's just the beginning of what would be different. Chapter 2. Wobbly Tilt, Crazy Seasons. The moon plays a crucial role in keeping Earth's axial tilt stable, about 23.5 degrees. This tilt is why we have consistent seasons. Without the moon, Earth's tilt would start to wobble unpredictably. Sometimes it could go up to 45 degrees, or even flip completely sideways. What does that mean for you? Forget winter, spring, summer, fall. You could be living in 6 months of scorching daylight followed by 6 months of freezing darkness, just like Uranus. That's not just inconvenient. That's a total climate catastrophe. Crops wouldn't survive. Animals would be forced to migrate constantly, or go extinct. Human civilizations might never have developed in the first place. Chapter 3. The shortest day ever. Did you know the moon is the reason we have 24-hour days? A long, long time ago, billions of years back, Earth used to spin much faster than it does now. Back then, one full day lasted only about 12 hours. Can you imagine that? Just 6 hours of daylight and 6 hours of night. So what changed? The moon. Thanks to the moon's strong gravitational pull, Earth's rotation slowly started to slow down. Over millions and millions of years, that pull stretched Earth's days out longer and longer, until we eventually reached the 24-hour cycle we live with today. But what if there had never been a moon in the first place? Well, without the moon, Earth would still be spinning really fast. A full day might only last 6 to 12 hours. That means the sun would rise and set way more quickly than we're used to. This might seem fun or cool at first, but it would be a huge problem for life on Earth. Your body is used to a 24-hour rhythm. That's your internal clock, also called the circadian rhythm. It tells you when to sleep, eat, and wake up. If the days were shorter, this natural balance would be totally thrown off. And it's not just humans. Animals that hunt at night, like owls, lions, and bats, would have less time to find food. Birds that travel across the world during migration might get confused. Plants, which grow based on light cycles, might not grow properly. Even the ocean's temperature could be affected, because faster rotation would change how heat moves around the planet. In short, no moon means no normal day, and that could mess with almost every living thing on Earth. Chapter 4. Where did the tides go? Let's talk about tides. If you've ever walked along a beach and watched the water rise and fall, thank the moon. Its gravitational pull creates most of Earth's tidal force. Take it away, and tides would shrink to just 40% of their current strength, driven only by the sun. Why does that matter? Tides aren't just pretty to look at. They circulate heat around the globe, especially from the equator to the poles. This balances global temperatures. Less tide, less heat circulation. Some places could become unbearable deserts, others frozen wastelands. Plus, species that rely on tides to survive, like sea turtles laying eggs or crabs and shellfish, might never have evolved. Chapter 5. Darkness falls. Now let's talk about light. Ever walk outside during a full moon? It's surprisingly bright. Now imagine the night sky with no moon at all. Sure, you'd see more stars and maybe even faraway galaxies, but most nights would be pitch black. What does this mean for wildlife? Nocturnal predators like owls, lions, and bats rely on moonlight to hunt. Some prey animals use it to hide. Without the moon, this delicate nighttime balance collapses. Some predators might struggle, while others might thrive. Either way, it's chaos. Humans too would be affected. Imagine navigating ancient forests or open plains in complete darkness. Civilization as we know it might have developed much more slowly. If you're enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing science content just like this. Now back to what Earth would look like without its lunar buddy. Chapter 6. No eclipses, no inspiration. No moon means no eclipses. There would be no stunning solar eclipses where the moon lines up just right and covers the sun, turning daytime into eerie twilight for a few magical minutes. And forget about lunar eclipses too, those amazing moments when the moon glows red as it passes through Earth's shadow. But that's just the beginning of what we'd lose. Without the moon, we might never have looked up at the sky with the same sense of wonder. For thousands of years, people have watched the moon. Poets wrote about it. Sailors used it for navigation, and scientists studied it to understand the universe. The moon became our first goal in space. It was the place humans aimed for when we first decided to leave Earth. The Apollo missions, those daring trips to the moon, marked the start of human space exploration. They inspired a whole generation of scientists, dreamers, and engineers. If the moon had never existed, would we still have gone to space? Would we have sent people to Mars? Would we have built satellites that give us GPS, weather forecasts, and global communication? Would we have sent telescopes into space to capture stunning images of distant galaxies? Maybe not. The moon wasn't just a rock in the sky, it was our first big step into the universe. Without it, space exploration might have stayed just a dream. Chapter 7. A different kind of planet. Let's take it even further. The moon does more than just orbit Earth. It affects Earth's very structure. It causes slight bulges in Earth's crust, influencing volcanic activity and tectonic movements. Some geologists even think the moon helped make Earth's interior more dynamic. Without it, Earth might be geologically quieter, less mountain building, fewer volcanoes, less oxygen released into the atmosphere. In short, Earth might have been geologically dead, a lifeless rock like Mercury or Venus. Chapter 8. Could life have even started? Let's go back in time. Billions of years ago, Earth was just starting to host life in its oceans. Guess what helped mix nutrients and promote evolution? Tides. The moon's gravitational pull stirred the oceans, bringing food and chemicals to early life forms. Without it, early life may never have gotten the boost it needed. That's right. Without the moon, you might not exist. Chapter 9. Would we be like Venus or Mars? Let's compare Earth to its neighbours. Venus and Mercury have no moons. They're burning hot and lifeless. Mars has 2 tiny moons, but they're too small to keep it stable. That's why Mars's tilt changes a lot, and it likely lost its atmosphere because of that. Now look at Earth. We're the only inner planet with one large, powerful moon. And we're also the only one with oceans, forests, animals, and human life. Is that just a coincidence? Probably not. Our moon keeps Earth's tilt steady, controls the tides, and even helped slow down our rotation so we could have a nice 24-hour day. Without the moon, Earth might have ended up like Venus, Mercury, or Mars, unstable and empty. Chapter 10. So, how lucky are we? Looking at all this, one thing becomes clear. The moon didn't just light up our skies, it shaped our planet in every possible way. From the climate to the length of a day, to the evolution of life, to the rise of space travel. Earth without the moon would be unrecognizable. We take it for granted, but our moon is a 1 in a billion kind of companion. So what do you think? Could life on Earth have even survived without the moon? No tides as we know them, no seasons, no stable climate, maybe no humans at all. The moon has shaped our past, controls our present, and may even guide our future. It's not just a pretty light in the night sky, it's a protector, a timekeeper, and a gateway to the stars. And while we've imagined what life would be like without the moon, here's something even crazier to think about. What if we could see all dimensions at once? That's the mind-blowing question we'll dive into in our next video. So, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, you don't want to miss it. Until then, keep looking up and keep wondering.